Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool FC TV channel. I hope I find you all good whichever part of the world that you live in. In this video I'm going to discuss about a decision that's been made about a pre-season fixture and whether it should or shouldn't go ahead. And also the other pre-season fixtures that are coming up. Also I want to talk about a former Liverpool player and where he may be playing plying his trade this season. Also, one or two little bits and pieces about the transfer market and what's been happening. So let's break it all down. So, Liverpool players arrived back at the training ground early this week to do pre-season training. And on the agenda was a discussion between players, coaching staff and everybody involved with the Liverpool Football Club on whether this weekend's pre-season fixture against Preston North End should go ahead. The decision was yes. Well, my view is I think it's far too early. After the tragic loss of their former teammate Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. Let's not forget that Andre Silva was a professional footballer. Yes, he didn't play for Liverpool, but he's part of the family. And he can't be forgotten. And they both won't be forgotten, and they'll never walk alone. I would have preferred the players to grieve as a group. They train together, they play games together, they travel home and away together. So why don't they grieve together? I know people grieve in different ways. But I think Preston would have understood if they cancelled this game and concentrated on the 4 other pre-season fixtures on their Far Eastern tour later this month. This is before we get to the Charity Shield against Crystal Palace at Wembley and then on to the English Premier League in mid-August. Anyway, please post a comment and let me know what you think, whether they're right in going ahead or not. Also, what sort of squad is going to go to Preston? Do we put a first team out with all the new signings and give them a run out so early after arriving back for pre-season training? Or do we send a representative side? If we do that, it could be disrespectful to Preston by just saying we're turning up to play a game and here we have some players from the academy, the reserves and maybe some first teamers. I think they're between a rock and a hard place, and I would have preferred, as I say, that this game was cancelled. It's far too soon for me. We're still grieving, we're still trying to get over the tragic loss, the horrific car accident that took the lives of Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, and it's going to take time for things to settle down at the club. One thing I do know is Diogo Jota will be tributed at this game, and also there'll be a minute's silence before the game starts, which I think is only fitting. He won't be forgotten, and these tributes will be heartwarming from all the players concerned, from both sides. But please let me know what you think. Former Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson has parted ways with Ajax, and it is reported that he's heading back to the English Premier League. And the club that's very interested in signing him is the club where he started his career, Sunderland. And I think he'd be a perfect fit for the Wearsiders. Why? Because he's got vast experience. He's got knowledge of the English Premier League. And as we know, a lot of teams that come up from the Championship struggle in the Premier League. The step up seems to be too much for them. We saw that last season with the 3 promoted sides going straight back down again. At 35, he's got age against him slightly. He's a veteran, but he knows how to manage his body. He knows how to make the ball work for him rather than doing too much running. And so Sunderland would benefit by his experience. He started out when he was 8 years of age and worked his way up through the academy and reserves to the first team before he was signed by Liverpool on a long-term deal. So if he does sign for Sunderland, or anybody in the Premier League, it'll be very interesting. Of course, when he appears, if he does sign for Sunderland, for example, when he appears at Anfield, he'll get warmly received. warm the applause, because he worked his socks off when he was a Liverpool player. He gave his 100% every time. Which brings me on to the transfer news. Well, I'm not surprised it's been very quiet this week. The hiatus of the club trying to get over what's happened. It's going to take a while. Everything's raw. And I think, obviously, they put things on the back burner. Players that they've been interested in, I think eventually it'll come out, because they've got to get back down to business. And as I say, the Premier League starts in mid-August. That won't stop. That won't get pushed back. They still have to prepare for that and their assault on retaining the title and going further in the Champions League, even winning it. But to do that, they need to strengthen the squad. And all these players have been mentioned. Well, we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. What I can tell you is the stories are going around that Luis Diaz has agreed terms with Bayern Munich. And so it's now just a formality when Bayern Munich agree to the transfer fee from Liverpool. But I'll be surprised if he does leave. He's a damn good player, and I don't think they can afford to lose him now. The same with Darwin Núñez. Napoli and Liverpool are still negotiating, but I don't think Darwin Núñez should leave now. Diogo Jota, let's be honest, has left a big hole in that area in the striking force. And if Núñez does go, we're going to be really short in the ranks. What Arne Slot is going to do, I don't know. Whether he will replace him with a new signing or whether he'll move his squad around and play Cody Gakpo down the front and Florian Wirtz plays on the left. Who knows? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But all in all, it's been a quiet period, understandably. Sadness has befallen Liverpool Football Club, but we'll rise up again. Liverpool players, people and the city know about tragedy. We all remember Hillsborough and the Heysel Stadium, and we'll never forget that. But we've got to move on. Life moves on, and we have the spirit and the guidance to do that. Thank you for watching my video, and please look out for my next video. Hopefully I'll be able to give you some more details about transfer news if things do happen, and anything else that's happening at Liverpool Football Club. And thank you for my new subscribers. It's good to see that you're still adding to the list. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please hit that like button. And please post a comment whether you agree or disagree with what I've said today. All in all, take care, keep your spirits up, and goodbye for now.